Okay, YouTube, I believe it's time for a chemistry lesson. Today we're going to be learning about the element palladium. You might not know much about palladium. Well, let me give you a brief description. Palladium's atomic number is 46. It's found in group 10 of the periodic table and in period 5. It's a whitish metal, it's a transition metal. It's very similar to platinum, and it's often used in the same ways as platinum, which would include fine jewelry. It's often used in fine jewelry. It's also used in catalytic converters. They're not around too much anymore. Basically, a catalytic converter, you would put it on your car or your truck, and it would help filter out a lot of the pollutants from the exhaust. But what does that have to do with anything I make videos about? Well, there's actually a new rogue going around, and it is actually a clone of ThinkPoint, and because ThinkPoint was such a big hit, we might as well give it the care and attention that it deserves. So I've got 3 rock solid removal guides, but we'll get to that in a minute. First, let's actually look at the rogue. So we'll just run this executable. And we get our famous Microsoft Security Essentials alert saying that it found an unknown Trojan. Whenever you run a program, this thing will come up, so try to open your web browser, it'll come up with this. And it'll say it's infected and that it needs to be removed immediately. So we'll go ahead and clean computer. Now it's telling us that it's unable to remove whatever threat it is and to scan online to remove this threat. So we'll go ahead and scan online. And it will say solution found, it's detected suspicious file, whatever, very high threat, and it's going to tell us to click OK to allow the operating system to install the trial version of Palladium to solve the problem. So you click OK and it restarts your computer. Such a strange name for a rogue. I mean, even for a regular program, I could never see one being called Palladium. I mean, we've had gold, something gold, or something platinum, something like that, but never just the element name. Imagine if there was a program just called gold. Just doesn't sound right. And of course, after rebooting, we get our famous splash screen. Just says Palladium, world's leading security solution. And to see the program, we're going to have to do a safe startup. So we'll click that and wait for it to load. And now we're in Palladium, or Palladium Pro. And it's going to say that it's going to do a full scan of your system and to be patient and wait. So it does its scan. It also tells us a lot about our computer at the top: processor, memory, and local disk capacity and how much is used. We get a nice little warning saying that we're infected and to install the full version. Well, we're going to go ahead and continue. So it's going to do another scan for some reason. And it says we have a lot of critical errors. We'll continue unprotected for now. Now take note of the files that it detects. It detects iExplorer.exe and taskmanager.exe. This is important because these are the files that Palladium will definitely block and say that it's infected. But let's take a look at the files that it says are, quote, restored. We have regedit and command prompt. Now this is going to be very important here later in this video. But let's have a look at what else we have. We have hard disk, and it just says module not installed. Heuristics, module not installed. Privacy, not installed. Support, not installed, and finally settings. But we'll get to that later. So anyway, if you wanted to actually activate this, you're going to have to buy a license. So you click that. And you get this pretty plain registration page. Of course, this is a fake browser. You can't type anything in there. And it's pretty plain. There's not much to it. It tries to get you to pay almost $100 when you could really decrease it down to $69.95, but that's not really saying much. Expensive as hell. So yeah, you definitely do not want to be buying this. So you close that. And of course it won't allow you to start your computer unless if you allow unprotected startup. So you go back to settings, check that, save settings, and close. And now you're back in Windows, but like I said, you're limited because your task manager is blocked, and it's going to say that that application was forced to shut down or something like that. And Internet Explorer should be blocked. Yep, here's our block page. Same thing. And now we're getting a bunch of fake alerts down here saying that our system is infected with multiple spyware programs and other stuff like that. And that's pretty much the extent of Palladium. There's really not much else to it. But of course, the most important thing is the removal part. And because this is going to be 3 parts, this is going to be a long video. Right now I'm at 7, almost 8 minutes just talking about this. So this is going to be good. Probably about a 20 or 30 minute video, which I haven't recorded like that in a while. Speaking of, I don't think I've ever recorded that long. So, let's go ahead and get started. Our first method is going to be to use Task Manager to close Palladium before it brings up the actual scanner. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is restart your computer. So right now we're waiting. And of course we see our nice splash screen. Now, don't click Safe Startup. What you're going to want to do is either press Control-Alt-Delete or Control-Shift-Escape to bring up Task Manager. Go to the Processes tab, find Palladium.exe, go to End Process, and click Yes. That will get rid of that prompt. Now we need to get to our desktop. Go to File, New Task, and type in Explorer.exe. And hit Enter. And now you should be at your desktop. So you can go ahead and open up your web browser, Internet Explorer, or whatever it might be. And go to the following site. I've got a link in the description for it. Okay, and as you can see, we're going to be downloading the program Malwarebytes Anti-Malware to assist us in removing Palladium. And Malwarebytes is, of course, the very popular malware removal tool. It's very simple and straightforward, and it detects a lot of things. So, of course, on this page, go to the Download Now link. Now you'll get mbamsetup.exe. Go ahead and save it to your desktop. Go ahead and run it. Now go through the setup. Accept the license agreement. Next, 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 next. Make sure Update and Launch are checked and click Finish. And after a couple of seconds, your scanner should pop up. Now, if you already have Malwarebytes installed, just go ahead and go to the Update tab over here and click Check for Updates, just to make sure you're on the latest database version. Click OK, go back to the scanner, go ahead and do a quick scan, and click Scan. Now, you may do a full scan. Just be warned that it might take a lot longer to do a full scan rather than a quick scan, but it's really up to you on this. Okay, so my scan just completed, and it took just under 2 minutes. That's pretty good. So we'll click OK and click Show Results. You'll see all the files that Malwarebytes has found. Go ahead and click Remove Selected. Now you're going to get a log. Go ahead and close it. You're also going to have a pop-up saying to reboot your computer. We're not going to do that yet. We have one more step and then we'll reboot. So go ahead and click No. Now then, we need to close Malwarebytes, and we're going to have to go into Schedule Task because Palladium adds a task every hour to connect out to the internet for something. I really don't know what it is. Didn't really look too much into it, but it can't be good. So if you're in Windows XP or Windows Vista or 7, go to Start, All Programs, Accessories, System Tools, and Schedule Tasks. In Vista and 7 it's called Task Scheduler. So go to that. And you're going to see a bunch of added jobs. It's like at 1 through at 24. And it's going to have a random time. Right now it's on the 8s, just like the Weather Channel. But it's not every 10 minutes, it's every hour. So go ahead and highlight at 1 through at 24, should be grouped nicely. Press the delete key, and click yes. Now, close this, and reboot. And when you start Windows, everything should be good to go. Now, this might not work for you for some reason. I don't know why, but sometimes people aren't able to open Task Manager, and the process, something like that happens. And it's understandable. I mean, not every computer situation is going to be the same. So our next method, if this didn't work for you, we're going to be booting into Windows, we're going to be going through the safe startup, and we're going to be using the task kill command from Command Prompt. So if you allow me a minute, I will prepare for that, and we'll look into using task kill. Okay, so right now we're setting up the virtual machine to be testing method number 2, which is of course going to be using task kill. Now, I'm going ahead and doing the first step, which is restarting your computer. So you definitely want to do that. Okay, so at the Palladium screen, go ahead and click Safe Startup. Okay, so the Palladium Pro scanner is going to come up, and it's going to do 2 consecutive scans, so go ahead and allow it to finish up with that. It's going to give you a pretty scary warning. There's a lot of things in here that could freak you out, like your system is infected, criminal prosecution for the safety of your system, exterminate malicious programs. Of course, this is all a dupe to get you into buying it. Just continue unprotected. It will want to do the second scan, and it'll tell you that your hard drive has a lot of errors, and all your data is at risk of irreversible corruption. Just dismiss it. Now then, you're going to want to go to the Settings button, and go ahead and check Allow Unprotected Startup, and click Save Settings. Now, go ahead and close the Palladium Pro scanner window, and your desktop should load. Okay, so we're now going to use Command Prompt to kill the Palladium process. So you can either hit Windows key R or go to Start, Run, type cmd.exe, and hit Enter. Now we get a Command Prompt window. Now you're going to want to type this command Exactly. Task kill space /f space /im space palladium.exe. If you did that correctly, you can hit enter, and you should get a message saying success. The process palladium.exe with PID 3 or 4 numbers has been terminated. Now then, you can open up Internet Explorer, go ahead and download Malwarebytes, run the scan, and go back to scheduled tasks and clear all that out, just like in the first step. Now then, what do we do from here if this doesn't work? And there's only one option left that's really effective and not just redundant, like, running one more program on the same method. We're going to be doing some field surgery with your computer. So, again, if you allow me a moment, I shall set up the virtual machine. Okay, so now we're at the final method that I'm going to show you guys today on removing Palladium, and it's the manual way to do it, actually removing all the files from Palladium and correcting everything, by hand, not using any other programs other than what you already have. So, guess what we're going to have to do? Restart. But we're going to be booting into safe mode with command prompt. I went ahead and posted a link to a guide on how to do that. So you just reboot, start pressing F8, and you're going to get a Windows Advanced Options menu. Go up to safe mode with command prompt. Not just safe mode, not safe mode with networking, but with command prompt. Hit enter a couple times, and it will start loading all of the drivers and stuff for Windows. Now log into the account that you normally log into, the one with Palladium in it. You're just going to see a command prompt window, nothing else. Now go ahead and type regedit and press enter. Now you're going to see a tree on the left side and a window on the right. In the tree, navigate to HKey current user. Go to Software, Microsoft, Windows NT, current version, and highlight Win Logon. Now on the right side you're going to see a key called Shell. Go ahead and right click and modify. Now change the value data to explorer.exe. And click OK. Close that. Now type explorer.exe. Go ahead and click yes. Minimize the command prompt window. Now open my computer. And in the address bar, if you're on Windows XP, go ahead and type user profile, or %, user profile, %, / application data, and press enter. And Windows Vista and 7 users will have to change it to user profile, app data, roaming. That's in the description, so hopefully no confusion. Now, make sure, go to Tools, Folder Options, go to View. Make sure you can see hidden files and folders. There's actually 4 files that you could find. There's 3 that I'm seeing right now, but it's either 3 or 4. You're going to look for a file called CompleteScan_pal, which we don't have because we did not complete a scan. We have an install_pal. Go and highlight it. We have a UID_pal. Highlight it. Seem to be having a problem with highlighting. Well, just find those 3 files. Install, UID, and palladium.exe, and delete all of them. And it's okay if you don't have complete scan underscore pal. Now you can go ahead and close the My Computer window, and go ahead and head on over to Scheduled Tasks and clear those out. It's of course at 1 through at 24. Close that. Close your command prompt window and reboot. And you should be able to boot into Windows just fine. Go ahead and delete that Palladium link on your desktop. And that's pretty much it for removing Palladium. It doesn't get more in-depth than actually removing it by deleting all the files. That's pretty much all there is to it. After you're done removing manually, you might want to go get Malwarebytes and do a scan anyway, just to be sure. And that is it for this video. Of course, if this has helped you, I do appreciate donations. There's a link in the description for that. And that is it for Palladium, Palladium Pro, and 3 methods to remove it.